Johnson, aka Naomi Wynters, singer, songwriter, drag entertainer, cosmetologist, ordained spiritualist, and I come to you with love, light, and healing energy, transmuting any and all negativity, blinding any and all evil eye. Today's energy card pull is the Scythe card. It's ruled by number 10 in numerology. 10 is the number of completion, 1 and 0 is the number of beginnings, or your instincts are correct for the number 1. Keywords for this card are sudden, removal, clearing, separation, breakup, warning, abrupt, cutoff, shock. Astrology ruling this card is Libra. Timing is 10 days, months, and or October. Alrighty. And as we start today's energy card pull, retaliation against the truth does the same thing as the truth coming out, only worse. Now remember that. So when you're trying to prevent someone from speaking their truth, being who they are, the truth from coming out, you start retaliating against it, you start creating lies, you start creating issues. Because you don't want the truth out, because you are affected by the truth. That energy that's created and blocking the truth is the same, what you're fearing of it coming out, the truth being known. That energy that you put into blocking it is only allowing that to build up. So when the truth gets out, when people are like, oh, you shouldn't lie, just tell them the truth. Well, so then you're retaliating against the truth because you don't want the truth out. All that energy that you put into blocking the truth comes out, is coming back and exploding, imploding way worse than had you just been truthful in the beginning of the situation. So with the Scythe card here, that is double confirmation, a wham for us today. But let us definitely take a look into the cards. Remember, I am Damon Johnson, aka Naomi Wynters, singer, songwriter, drag entertainer, cosmetologist, ordained spiritualist, and I do come to you with love, light, and healing energy, transmuting any and all negativity, blinding any and all evil eye. Now, let's get into this. And remember, thank you so much for streaming my music, adding me to your playlist, hitting the star button, hitting like, follow wherever you stream your music, whatever it is, to follow me and be notified when that music comes live. Thank you for visiting NaomiWynters.com. And as we proceed, those of you that set goals yesterday to reward yourself on Friday and Saturday, your goal and your reward need to match. You can't say, I'm going to take the trash out and now I'm going to go spend $40,000 on something trivial. That doesn't balance. Maybe you're going to take the trash out and you're going to go treat yourself to a snack, a single snack that you wouldn't normally have. That balance. You can't, it's equal. You got to do the work. You got to equate. It's like if you've been doing something for 20 years, for 30 years, and somebody say, we see all that, but we need you to come do this thing that you've been getting paid and been doing and building a business and life off of for free, so we can know who you are again, because we don't know you. That's a slap in your face, right? That's an insult. So why do you think you're going to do something like take the trash out and go spend $40,000 or $100? It doesn't work that way. Now, your goal that you set yesterday, you don't change it if it's hard, because the goal is you're supposed to be doing something every single day, do something hard, right? So you're supposed to be doing something hard, a little bit harder. That's the point of the goal, a little bit harder for yourself. Challenging yourself, not necessarily in every day, but in things that you need to accomplish or things that you're working towards yourself. That's signing up for a job on top of your classes, if that's adding classes to your job or your career, if that's adding an extra workout to your routine or extra level of workout, if that's taking yourself on solo dates, if that's working on your craft or your art more. That's what your goals should be, and rewarding yourself should complement. Do you understand? Not just throwing something out and I can go do some random shit and do something. Goals are that. Goals help you move forward. So make sure those align. Otherwise, don't even think about rewarding yourself if your goal and reward don't match. Now, if your goal was to hit like $70,000 in sales and then go buy something because you made $70,000 in sales and you can go afford now 40,000, that's different. But yeah, not something stupid like I'm taking the trash out now I'm going to go spend $500, $400. Those don't equate whatsoever at all. Think about that. Goals, make them make sense. Make the work that you're doing worthwhile when you reward yourself. So the hangman being the first card out, rewarded sacrifice. That means sometimes giving up things. We are eating. Some people think of dieting as like this baneful existence. Sometimes it's just cutting your portion and watching your intake. Sometimes maybe it's you're overindulging, and that's part of it. Maybe you need to indulge less, and by indulging less, you allow yourself to a reward of some. With the hangman here, rewarded sacrifice. And because of this, the sacrifice that you made, a rewarded sacrifice, the Ace of Coins is clarifying on the bottom of the deck. So a new abundance is coming in because of the sacrifice you have made by pouring into yourself, by allowing the situation to do what it needs to be done. To do what it does. Yeah. King of Coins here, secure abundance. This is yours. Whatever this abundance is, this gift, this gain, this opportunity, this job, this is yours because you showed up. This is, again, it's a secure abundance. This is a King of Coins. You put the work in. You have put in the credit. It's like you've built your name brick by brick. I said this yesterday. You built your For You page brick by brick. You built your closet, your music collection. When you go grocery shopping. So remember that as you do things, your seasoning cabinet, your dishes. So you're stepping into a period of you've earned this rest here with the Four of Swords. You've been building, and now it's time to relax, to take a step back and to be like, and not just that you've been building, but you've been restoring, replenishing. Continue to trust your intuition with the High Priestess here and with the King of Swords here. Continue to allow yourself to move forward in the energy of ethics over emotions. You can feel strongly against something and you can be strongly torn. Examples of racism, homophobia. Those are your emotions. Those are your emotions. But your ethics say I should be kind to this person because they are a person, despite whatever your issue is with them being black or gay or a woman or whatever. It's leading with ethics over emotions. It's, well, this person isn't making money. I understand that you have 3 kids over here and you need the extra money, but this person isn't making money. So what makes your situation, you showing up to the same place, more important as this person? It's perspective in how you're handling things, pouring into things equally. Like this person, your 3 kids, like you've laid down, you had sex 3 different times to have 3 different crotch fruit running around. Those are yours. This person, unless this person is a father or mother or sperm donor to this situation, why are they missing out over here and losing and have to suffer because this person did something? They chose to lay down and have sex unprotected 3. And that's just the example that I'm using. But, if the situation resonates, it resonates. It's not saying that this person doesn't deserve that help at all. But this person over here made different decisions of what to do with their time, their productivity, and what they're pouring into. And now this person may have less opportunity because they didn't lay down and have kids through, And this person has more resources or access to more resources and opportunity. So that's a different thing, too, to think about when we look at trusting your intuition, when we look at ethics over emotions, when we look at standing in your power and pouring into yourself in the situations that matter. But because of the continued ethics over emotions, regardless of, and it's people cringing like, but this is so right, and I don't want to admit it, and that's okay. It's part of your time to process and have patience in the situation. But this is definitely energy of people that are coming to realization, and those people that are coming to realization and standing in the ethics over emotion energy, without judging someone for how they look, how they take care of themselves, and how they provide themselves. Those people are sitting idly by in agreement while they watch everyone else that was in their group or around them um, go through this tower moment, go through this painful transition, because there are new emotions, there's new excitement, and there's a reality, there's clarity here even. They see that there's a euphoric choice between these two lovers, between these people coming together. They see that there's a lot of love, passion, and joy in this situation, and it's not just something that's built on and off of superficial things. This is the lovers here. This is traditional teachings. This is one of those things that I get mad at people for being hardcore Christians about, because it's like everything that you're fighting for, the basis love here, this euphoric choice, is what you're missing. You're trying to force something, trying to force two innies to be an innie and an outie. It's like, it doesn't work. You're trying to force blueberry to be orange. It doesn't work that way, So a lot of people are saying traditional teachings is a lot to do with love, the basis of it, and that's what a lot of all the I can't even everybody deterring from the point of it being love based, whatever your religion, whatever your beliefs are, whether you ignore the frequencies and the vibrations, whether you ignore the karma, the dark night of the soul, the light worker, however you call it and label it within your belief, within your religious system, within your how you view the world. It all comes down to you aligning. A lot of you are going through bad luck, misfortune. You're just experiencing some problems right now. Dharma, karma, balance, give and take. The consequences of your actions, however you want to view it. A lot of people are in this Five of Coins because they didn't want to do the work, didn't want to pour into the work, didn't believe, and they wanted to take shortcuts. So they're experiencing this misfortune, whether it's mentally, whether it's financially, whether it's just whatever, physically, whether it's their health, romantically. They're going through this hard misfortune here because they see that you're getting the Seven of Coins. The fruits of your labor are paying off over here because you showed up to do the work. Again, traditional teachings with the lovers here. You pour into the situation, you gave the situation space to breathe, you allowed it to breathe. All the signs are there, the signs were there, and the people that paid attention to the signs see and saw, and that's why nobody said anything, and they're moving forward, because those people see what is right and they're doing what is right. Based on the work that they've poured into and done. So there's been a removal of this destructive indulgence, this devil energy, this toxicity, this third-party energy, and that energy is under a heavy burden, and they're stressed the fuck out because they see the truth collected, that you're the emperor, that we're the strong leader, that you're fire energy fueled, that you pour into what you are pouring into with passion. You continue to show up for yourself, you continue to allow your suffering to grow, you continue to embrace the differences that you have, and you embrace your weirdness. You continue to drink your water and mind your business. You continue, if there's a shadow delusion here about something, you continue to go into energy of soul searching, and that's the only thing you could possibly be hiding, your secret. The reality is that they try to dim your light, try to copy the recipe, copy everything from performance to outfits to costumes to hairstyles to even making their skin darker or brighter, or getting veneers to outdo you, but they still can't copy you because you're the secret ingredient. You are the sauce. You continuing to do your work and continuing to take inspiration from wherever you have taken it and allowing it to allow you to grow is how you keep growing and being better in your lane. It's how I keep growing. I focus on me and my growth, sharing my light where it needs to be shared. I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. And I've said this a million times. I can give you all the answers. I can give you the whole recipe, but it won't ever mix the same. It won't ever be my sauce because I did the work. And if you haven't done the work, your sauce isn't going to hit. It's about you not being a mini me. It's not about you being a replica of anybody else. It's about you finding the best version of you inside of you and doing the work to let that version out, to let that light within you shine, to let that version of you breathe and grow. Who gives a fuck what Joe, John, Jim, Susie, Sarah, Sally, Hortense, Clay, Billy, Bob, John, Jack, Jill, and Joe are doing? John, who the fuck cares? Because at the end of the day, you go clock into that job, you go home and you look at the bills that you have to pay. You go deal with the relationship, with the kids, with your health issues, with whatever you're dealing with behind the scenes. You being able to transmute other people's bullshit, energy, negativity. You being able to, and I applaud you because I'm one of those people, you being in the middle of chaos, you wanting to scream at the top of your lungs. The only thing you can do is that's all you can do, despite you wanting to melt down, despite you just needing 1 second, despite that other thing immediately going wrong when you already don't know it. I applaud you. I am that way quite often myself. I understand. It takes a lot of strength to still show up and still be calm in the middle of all that. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I do it. And it takes a lot of grace and humility that you don't get credit for, right? That nobody applauds you for, that you never feel seen for. That's why we set goals. That's why we show up each day and we pour into ourselves. This isn't to make you cry or make you feel bad about yourself or be like, I gotta change now. Change starts within and it takes time. It's not ever going to be overnight. You have to keep showing up and doing it. And just one day it's just part of who you are. You don't even realize when it happened. You just, one day you're like, wait. There's no, change. It's just like a butterfly. When a butterfly goes into chrysalis, goes into its cocoon, it's in there. Although we just science can time and break it down when it goes in there. It could be a little bit longer. It could be a little bit sooner. But for the most part, it's when the butterfly emerges when the butterfly emerges, right? You working on your inner self, you working on your truth, you working on your outer self by working out, by watching what you eat, you doing that helps. Why what you consume, being mindful of going outside and touching grass, spending that hour outside each day, drinking water, waking up, having some water to start your day, drinking water throughout the day to keep yourself hydrated, pouring electrolytes into you. Eat the fucking pizza. Eat it with all the toppings. But you're going to go work out the next morning. You're going to have a salad at some point, right? Oh, before you tell me you don't like salad, you don't eat vegetables and fruits, grow the fuck up. Drink your water. Pour into yourself. There's so many things that you are lacking. Yes, vitamin supplements are there to add if you're deficient, but they're not supposed to substitute. You have to actually do the work. You can't say I'm going to write a 1,000-page book. I'm going to write a novel and I only put the on the page. That's not progress. Even if I put I put girl, and it's taken me a month. I've progressed from the and the girl. If I have a synopsis that I was able to create, to focus on, to draw the story from, it's there. Again, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to do the things to fill your cup up, and you can reciprocate from your cup. Stealing from someone else's cup to fill your cup up is only going to continue to leave your cup empty. Because guess what? When you take from someone else to put into your cup to fill your cup up, it goes real quick, doesn't it? They don't have to know. The thing is, they don't have to know, but what you took from them runs out quick. And then the little bit that they do get, it seems to last forever, right? Remember Aesop's fables. The grasshoppers played all summer and gave two fucks, but when winter came, they they thought the ants were responsible for feeding them. Wrong answer, because the ants spent spring, summer, from winter, their unthaw from spring to summer working and stirring up. You have to remember that daily with what you do, building your For You page, building you. It's building blocks, building blocks, and it's a little by little. You're not just going to sit down and play 3 hours of a childhood game in Monopoly and get a hug and everything's going to be healed. No. Something may spark in you, but you still have to continuously show up and do the work. Day 1 of kindergarten. Congratulations to the next 12 years of embracing other information and fundamentals that you need. And my has it changed over the time. Get back to pouring into yourself and understanding the basics. I've gone on today and on, and I love you. And I'm so happy that you continue to show up each day. Again, not for me, but for you. You take what resonates with you. You take that and you apply it to your situations, to your life, and to how you need. I'm not telling you to be Catholic, to be Christian, to be non-denominational, to be what... I'm not telling you to do one thing or the other. I'm telling you each day to be the best version of you. Whatever version of you that is. The tools are here. I've given you the tools for a very long time. They're out there. Other people have given you the tools. You take the tools and you do what you need to do. But don't ever go into any situation where you chose to be a villain and then you're going to play the victim. Don't ever do that. And you shouldn't even be a victim in any situation to begin with. There's too many resources around you to, I didn't know. A closed mouth doesn't get fed, and people that don't ask questions to the source are the ones that end up fucking themselves over and the only ones that make stupid decisions. Any question unasked is a stupid question or stupid decision. So what if that's embarrassing? To grow into you, pour into yourself, pour into what you need, and continue showing up for you. It's not about showing up for anybody else. It's not about pouring into anybody else. It's about you. You show up for you, you pour into you, and if they miss out, they miss out. That's the whole point of everything that I just spoke about today. I can lead you and guide you and present the tools, but to make anybody else, you accept them anymore is nothing else. Anyways, a round of applause for you showing up today. Pat on the back for you being accountable. Continue to drink your water and mind your business. Continue to mind your businesses and drink your water. Again, nobody can make you do anything. The tools are here. If you have been here from day one, you understand the journey, you understand the process here. If you've just chimed in at any point, then you don't understand what happens each day. So continue to allow yourself to receive the messages that resonate. Continue to allow yourself room to grow. Continue to take what resonates. Continue to pour into yourself. Allow yourself room to grow. Go outside and touch grass. Release people, places, things, situations, and conversations that do not serve you and your highest good. Don't forget to breathe. Allow yourself room for grace. We are not seeking perfection, but progress in everything that we do, in all of our art, in all of our creative endeavors, in all of our career choices, all of our everyday choices. Remember to say your affirmations. I love you if no one has... I love you if no one has not told you yet today. Don't forget to say that I love you to yourself. If this message resonated, please like the video and or leave a comment. Otherwise, have the day you deserve. A round of applause for you showing up. Pat on the back for you being accountable. I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget, if you've been streaming the music, hit the like, star, subscribe, whatever it is. And thank you for visiting NaomiWynters.com. Set your appointments up. Remember, you can only get tarot through NaomiWynters.com. That's it. And it's only digital. I love you all. Thank you so much. Go out and be the best version of yourself. Drink your water, mind your business. Drink your electrolytes. Pour into yourself. And have the day you deserve. I love you guys. Woo. Bye. Psh.